Start with quoting a great philosopher from our time. I do it for the girls and the gays, that's it. The queens and the queers, they lovin' my shit. Eesha erotica. And you may say, oh, Skelly, what does Eesha erotica have to do with budget commander decks? How is this gonna segue into anything? Well, today our first commander for this new series is Commander Eesha. Getting past that though, budget commander has been a hobby of mine for quite some time now, so I figured, hey, why not start making videos about it? And today, like I said, the first commander for that is going to be Commander Eesha, with this mono white deck coming in just around under $20. Eesha is a great example for the type of decks that I want to show off on this channel, where the commander is either very cheap, very old, or under 1,000 decks, ideally all three, as Eesha is today. As a commander, Eesha fills a very interesting role in a deck style called a Voltron deck. If you don't know what this means, essentially the goal of the deck is to buff up your commander as much as you can and swing in for that sweet 21 lethal damage. But with Eesha, this becomes significantly easier, as not only does it have flying, she also has protection from creatures. While you may not initially realize how powerful this is, protection does 4 things. You cannot be damaged by, enchanted, equipped, or fortified by, blocked, or targeted by anything you have protection from, which means Eesha is essentially unblockable to all creatures. Aside from this creature cannot be blocked, I am unaware of anything else that provides this level of evasion for a creature, but protection from creatures also gives you the added benefit of not being able to be targeted by creature-based effects, whether it be entering the battlefield or damage effects. Starting this off, we're keeping it basic. The land's 38 basic plains. It's budget, it's simple, and even if you don't have plains, just use mountains. No one's going to care. Then we go to our planeswalker, the Wanderer. It costs 4 mana and has a passive skill of preventing all non-combat damage that will be dealt to us and permanents we control. This can stop A, Eesha from dying, and B, it's mainly here to stop us from dying to spellsync. One of the large issues with the Voltron deck, though, is being overrun by a lot of small creatures, so this deck packs a lot of Pillowfort items. A couple being Archon of Absolution, Baird Steward of Agravine, Windborn Muse, Blazing Archon, Promise of Loyalty, and Martyrdom, as well as Leyline of Sanctity, Witchbane Orb, and Pariah. The point of these is not to deal damage. All of these are either to A, force opponents to pay mana to attack us, B, not be able to attack us at all, C, transfer damage from us to Eesha, since she does have protection from creatures, or D, just make us hexproof so that we don't have to worry about spellslinger decks, or possibly having to sacrifice Eesha. All of those included, I found that running this deck, as long as you get 1 or 2 of those on the battlefield, it becomes significantly more difficult to deal with you and Eesha as a pair. Especially since she can't be blocked, it's a lot of just chipping down and knowing the life totals that you need to hit for each different opponent. Next, we've got our basic removal package. Since it's in white, there's a lot of enchanting things to get rid of it. We have Soltari Visionary, Declaration in Stone, Declare of Heresy, Mass Calcify, Disenchant, Emergency Eject, Stroke of Midnight, Ossification, Reprobation, and Fateful Absence. One of the main reasons I did decide to go a bit enchantment heavy on this is in hopes that other people use their enchantment removal on the own things enchanting their creatures. As with this being the case, they then will be less likely to deal with Eesha's enchantments, giving us a better chance to swing in for lethal. Given the fact we're in mono white, ramp's a little bit difficult to come by, so here's what I scrounged up on a budget. Cartographer Hop, Keeper of Accord, Marble Diamond, Arcane Signet, Aerial Surveyor, and Loyal Warhound. That's it. No Soul Ring, no nothing crazy. It is what you get, it's white. Last boring thing, and then I'll promise we'll get into the fun stuff, the draw. We have Core Spirit Dancer, Mangara the Diplomat, Survival Cache, Love Song of Night and Day, Champions from Beyond, Sage's Reverie, and 4 Nox. Is it great draw? No, but again, we're in mono white, we're doing what we can. This is not the main tug of the deck, but this is what we can do in mono white. Now it's the fun stuff. Rapid Fire, this is what's going to damage pump us, and we'll go back and I'll go over it again after. Heliod Pilgrim helps us find this. Aegis Angel keeps everyone safe. Bastion Protector keeps Eesha safe. Dual Zone Technique, Blacksmith Skill, Armored Ascension, Black Ward, Candlelight Vigil, all of our Umbras, Umbra Mystic, Spirit Link, Twin Blade Blessing, Battle Mastery, Ethereal Armor, Ash of Favor, Rune of Sustenance, Angelic Destiny, and all that glitters. The 2 most important things at instant speed that we have are Twin Blade Blessing and Black Sun Technique. The point of these 2 is simple. Someone thinks they're about to take half their lethal commander damage, and you double it. It's simple as that, it's clean, it doesn't do much else, but this is what takes people out of games unexpectedly. The other most important things in this deck are Umbra Mystic and our Umbra Armors. We have Hyena and Mammoth in here, and the way they work is essentially, if that creature that they're attached to would die, you pop one of the Umbras instead, and it just goes away. But Umbra Mystic gives all of your auras attached to a permanent totem armor. It's just like Minecraft, it works like a totem does. It just keeps them safe for one instance of being killed. Sage's Reverie, All That Glitters, Ethereal Armor, and Armored Ascension are our big 4 damage ones. They either double it for all of our auras that we have attached, they add +1 for each, or in the case of Armored Ascension, it's +1/+1 for every planes that we have. Again, these are the things we're using to knock people out of games, and hopefully by the time that you've double striked a couple people, you have enough gems just to raw knock out the third. In the end though, this deck is nothing crazy. It's a casual bracket 2 Voltron deck with a little bit of interaction, a little bit of removal, but it's not going to win a ton of games. It's here to be bracket 2 and to be built upon, and it's here to be $20 if we're being honest. But it was a great time for me to build, and I want to do more. This is just my start. I'm going to start out with all the mono colors, and then we're going to go on from there. I've got green, it's done right now, and I'm working on colorless, and we'll see where we go from there. If people enjoy it, we'll do more. If not, then we'll find something else. If you did though, like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you want to see for the next video. And all being said, have a great day.